When did you first ride an e-bike?
Cool. It was a long time ago.
Really, yeah?
Yeah. It would have been one of the really early ones from Scott, I think.
Right.
Cube or Scott, maybe?
Okay.
I don't think I got on the early high bike stuff. But it was really weird because we knew we needed to do it for the website.
Yeah.
But the magazine, the backlash was insane.
Really?
Anytime we put anything on Facebook or Instagram about e-bikes, it was just like, unsubscribe. You're dead to us.
Mate, I had the weirdest... It's not even a weird experience, but on Sunday out riding, and just this, like... Just noticed that every single person was on an e-bike, and everyone... Now it's just like an accepted thing that it is.
100%.
Especially where I live. It's a bit more fun, to be honest.
Yeah. So, and obviously there's a ton of kickback around legality in the US
of course,
and stuff.
yeah. But it's just like all of the people as well that have just been, like you said, they're like, no, not doing it. No, what's up with pedaling? Blah, 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 blah. And I get it. I do. Sometimes I love going out on my regular bike.
Yeah.
You know, really grinding and whatever. But like, it's just so interesting to see people now. It's like, actually, no, I get it. I really get it. It's stupid good.
And you know, obviously the brands are seeing a massive boost from selling them. Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll continue to put money back into developing, because the first one I rode was like, it was a novelty. You know, it was like climbing was fun. You could do all sorts of shit like razzing around up the hills, but descending was kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
You know, the front end was so short, the back end was like measured with the calendar. You know, that, and it was really hard to ride in a controlled sort of way. And I remember I had a massive, I think it was like, bramble snagged my front brake, and I flipped over the bars and it landed on me, and I was like, oh, this is shit.
It's like 45 feet or something.
So after I got out from underneath it and made it home, and again, you just see that massive improvement in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
How the geometry's come on, how they've gone, okay, well, this is how the motor used to sit. Now the motor's more compact, and we can change the angle of how it sits in the frame so we can make more room. There's so many cool things happening. And then obviously you have, like, you spoke about the lightweight one, right?
Yeah.
The other week?
Yeah.
That whole thing's blowing up now. And it's going to be, I don't know how it's going to finish. I don't know how it's going to end in terms of where we're going to get to, whether we're going to have two distinct categories forever, or whether they're just going to keep getting better and better and then kind of meeting in the middle somewhere.
I feel like that's, I don't know. I had a conversation with someone years ago who said that it was just like, there'll just be a point where bikes
converge,
are just e-bikes, and there's just an option to just have it on or off, and you don't even notice which one's which.
And then you see Martin May's race one.
Yeah, exactly.
Fort William.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
It's a bizarre thought. I can't imagine at the minute the middle point. Like, yeah, I don't know. Just the torque is like the middle. I don't know what it looks like. There's still such a big difference between SL and a full fat e-bike for me.
Yeah, I think it's where brands are starting to use like customized full powered motors and lighter batteries is where that is starting to kind of merge a little bit potentially. You know, I think when the first SL bikes came out, they were genuinely like lightweight but really low powered in comparison to a full powered one.
I didn't want anything to do with the first ones just because it felt like a bad mountain bike. Whereas now it's reaching like a point where it's like it feels like a really good e-bike, and it's closer to, I don't know. I really didn't want to like them. I don't want to like the expensive thing. I don't want to like the fancy thing, and it's tough.
But there's still, you know, I think it's great, and I think it's amazing what it's doing, and it opens it up to loads more people, and people that were maybe put off because they didn't want to ride up a massive hill, to then ride down and go, that's all I'm going to do, because I can't do anything more.
Yeah.
And it opens it up to them, and it opens it up to the people who only have an hour at lunchtime, and they can get a ton of riding out of it. You know, it's just another bike. No one's going to force you to buy one. If you want to stick to just a human powered bike, that's cool. And I think that's the way I've always tried to look at it. It's just an option. You like, no one's forcing you to go and buy a road bike, but you can if you want, and it's a different type of riding. It's a different experience. I think what they're doing is really cool, and how things are progressing from a tech point of view is wicked, really interesting. And it's going to be really, really cool to see where it goes. And it's great that it's bringing money into the industry that maybe we wouldn't have had before. And maybe these struggles we're going through now would have existed pre-COVID maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good, I think, to come from them and that have come out of them.
Do you test them differently? Is there a different process or anything?
I guess you do more focus on uphill.
Yeah.
Potentially a bit like when we ride cross-country bikes, you know.
Right, okay.
When you ride cross-country bikes, you're really sort of tuned into how they behave on the climbs and all of those things. And similarly, you're thinking about how the motor works, how you work with the motor, how it feels as in natural. You know, the old test was really basic. Like, can you wheelie it without being out of control? And, you know, things have moved on loads because they feel so natural. The motors have just got more refined year after year, and you can do good wheelies on it now.
Yeah, for sure.
I've had an idea for a segment.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's called Rob Weaver's Tech Milestones.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
I shone like a Focus spring deal.
Oh,
yeah, that's
beautiful
good.
transition.
Right, I've got a question for you, David, to kick this final advert off.
Yeah.
What would you do with up to 400 euros if you got it back when buying a bike?
Ooh, I could stay in the bike shop and spend my 400 euros on accessories.
Good point. Support your local bike shop. Great point.
I could take the 400 euros and go to another shop close by, maybe buy 400 euros of pasta, maybe go to the Euro store, get 400 euros and just, that's Christmas done for eternity.
True.
Just keep handing them out
Lottery
every year.
tickets.
Yeah, beans.
Tyres.
Chamois
cream.
A new pet.
A new pet. Perhaps a water dragon or an iguana. Lovely idea. Well, Focus are actually making that question a reality.
Nice.
Because with the Focus spring deals, you can grab up to 400 euros back when buying a new bike. If you want to find out more, check out the terms and conditions and all of the details in the link. We're going to put that below, and I'm also going to read it out.
Please.
Okay, you ready for me to read it out?
Yes, I'm.
This is old school, innit? Reading out links.
Yeah, anticipation.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Please do it.
I'm doing it.
I want the deal.
Ride.focus.bikes/spring deals TRC.
Ooh, nice. So that is ride.focus.bikes/spring deals TRC. And let us know in the comments what you would do with 400 euros. Best answer wins a signed ODub hat.
Oh, I like it. Good.
All right.
I've got hats. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm good for that.
Okay.
Hey, can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, lovely.
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So they can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.